Hello, Sugar. You've joined me again. You want to know about the next crypto narrative is coming, right? Well, so do I. I know the formula, and it's not what you think, and I can't give you a hard answer, and no one can. I'll tell you that right now. So don't even bother wasting your time. You have to sit and wait. The answer to discovering what the next crypto narrative is to listen to me, because I've done all the hard work for you right now. You're going to listen to it all in this video. And please click subscribe if you haven't. You put me on bell notifications. You go to Twitter, you bell notify that. If there's anyone you should be listening to in crypto, it's right here. What I'm about to tell you, you have not heard before. So to understand what's going on, let's agree that in 2020, people got a lot of things wrong. People were trying to guess the 2021 narratives. How do I know? I was here every day, 18 hours a day, okay? So I know exactly what everyone was talking about. Everyone was trying to guess the narratives, okay, in this DeFi season. So DeFi popped off. And here is examples, right? People try to think, it's store of value, Bitcoin and gold. That was a narrative that came. People thought Bitcoin was going to be priced next to gold, and that would be a 500K price. We didn't even got to 100K, not even close, okay? So number 2 was governance tokens. People thought, hey, governance, DAOs, that's the new type of the new paradigm, right? DAOs, governance token, woo, right? Completely wrong. They got that wrong. No one cared, okay? So the new people who came in here, right, the weakest of weak hands, did not give a booty about these narratives, right, that everyone was guessing. Number 3, everyone said DEXs, revenue models, redirecting trading fee income to do stuff. Completely wrong. No one cared, okay? Yes, some DEXs went up, but nothing to do with the DEXs themselves. It was to do with the layer 1 chain, all right? It was layer 1s that had the narrative. It had nothing to do with, Uniswap's changing the world, which it did, but it didn't capture everyone's retailer imagination. You had payments, which is a 2017 narrative. People thought this one was going to come and pop up, right? People thought decentralized clouds and data was going to come. Decentralized hedge funds, wrong. I forgot another one here. People thought decentralized video streaming media, right? People thought that was going to come. Databases of that, and people were going to do live peer coin, which I had a prophecy for that hit the target, by the way. So you had all this stuff wrong. I watched so many YouTubers, all these Substack articles. Oh, I'm a genius. I've got a big brain. I've got veins on my forehead. That's how they were talking. Wrong, wrong, wrong. And as you know, what came next was dog coins and memes, which no one said would even have relevancy in 2021, right? You had gaming and metaverse. A few people said they would do stuff, but the extent to which they blew up, no one expected that. And by the way, unfortunately, a lot of gaming and metaverse, to participate, you needed to be in their ICOs. So most of the juice was done in the ICOs here. Okay, so it was just complete fluke. If you wanted to get into gaming and ICOs, you can, but you're only going to get your 3 to 6x. You've got to play momentum, all right? You couldn't have got your 100x, 200x plus. You needed to be in the ICOs. Okay, that was the unfortunate part with them. NFTs, buying JPEGs, and then DeFi 2.0, which had nothing to do with DeFi 1.0. People bought these, the yield, Ponzi stuff, okay? That captured retail imagination. But I want you to know, so you're watching this video, what's the formula? What's the formula, Somi? What's the formula? I'll tell you what the formula is. You just got to put your socks back on, please. In 2021, there was a layer 1 narrative, all right? Layer 1 narrative. Why? So this is the actual formula, and we're going to go through. You're going to see this is amazing, okay? So first, you have to do nothing, and a coin will go to the moon. So this is what happened, right? So Cardano had a pump, massive pump up to March. It was up 38 to 40x, Cardano, right? Cardano was up this much. Cardano being up alongside BNB, so we can look at BNB going up as well, right? Which was here. Yes, see this? BNB going up as well. Cardano up 30 to 50x. BNB up 20x. This helped propel the layer 1 narrative. So I want you to bear with me again. In Dogecoin, you had Elon Musk shill it. It became, look up, it was up here 25x, and then it continued up to 180x. as it's happening. But you can't look back in hindsight because you didn't know it was going to go do this. You just have to look at this part, okay, and pay attention, okay? So don't worry about this part. You don't know this part's coming. And why do I say that? Look, by the time it peaks, man, it's in May 2021. It's the end of the bull market. So you don't know what's happening. So you just have to pay attention to this big number, okay? This big pump. Something big happens, right? And everyone's talking about Doge, right? So remember, there was a Dogecoin and meme coin narrative, right? And now you have also Axies. So Axies went absolutely bonkers from 2020, right? I could start it down here. But this is huge, friends. This is huge. It went up, oh my God, 53x. And if you go up to the top, wow, 888x. Wow. That's part of the gaming, right? The gaming, the metaverse type of narrative. So this is the formula. You have to sit on the sidelines, okay? So that's what it is, right? Number one, sit on the sidelines and do nothing, right? But by do nothing, translation, hold your long-term convicted coins. Stuff you want to hold by default, you know? Let's say you're a big Cardano believer. That's okay. Hold that, right? Hold Cardano. Let's say you just want to be all in Bitcoin or Ethereum or a slice of both or Chainlink, Hex, Pulse Chain, whatever it is. Hold whatever you want, because I'm not going to convince you of anything out of that, right? Just sit in it. Step 2, right? When something goes 20x to 30x and has grabbed people's attention, you need to look for outskirt clones. That is the critical point right here. So when Doge was up, by the way, friends, this is really hard, okay? I'm not saying this is easy. This is hard, okay? So, for example, we saw Cardano went up and BNB went up, 20 to 30x. So now you have to take the punt and say, okay, if these coins went up, what's the common theme between them? Aha, layer 1 coin. Okay, I've got to get my hands on every layer 1 coin I can, and I've got to ride their momentum. That's what you have to do. If you want to play the narrative, that's what you have to do. And it's the same thing when Doge went up. Doge went up 100x. You're like, okay, shit, Doge, people buying dog coins. Okay, I've got to go into Telegram. I've just got to get every other dog coin there is. Okay? That's what you have to do. Axies went up. When Axies hit its first 30 to 40x, you're like, okay, gaming, metaverse, I've got to pay attention. There's momentum in here. That's how you have to do it. So you ask me, what's the next thing to buy? I don't know, and you don't know. We have to sit here. So if someone says to me, AI, I go, okay, AI might be a narrative, but we're going to have to sit on the sidelines and wait for one of the AI coins to go like 30x, right? And go like big. And once it goes big over a month or so, we're going to have to say, all right, this thing's gone big. Let's get every single AI coin. Maybe people are just going to buy them for the sake of it. People are going to make AI stuff, right? But that's why I'm not convinced, friends, because, right, if someone makes an AI coin go and it goes 30x, the next one's probably going to need to be a product. It actually has to do something, right? So you're going to have to like see something be created or made out of it, make a service. Someone could even make like an AI where they're like, okay, pay me like 10 USDT crypto and I will cater your YouTube feed for you and your Twitter feed, and I will do this and that, and I will make stuff for you to enhance your life. Wouldn't that be fantastic, right? And, Matt, you might get a name for it, like a lifestyle artificial intelligence sector. You see what I mean? Like, the fact that I've just thrown a new word out here that you don't know about means it's already captured your imagination. And other people in the middle are going to get their imaginations captured too. Like lifestyle, AI, regeneration, whatever, man. They throw a new buzzword every time. They need to hit a part of the brain that we haven't seen before. New, fresh, wow, right? So that's what ends up happening, man. So, you got your 20, 30x. You got to look for the outskirt clones and then play the momentum, right, in that sector. Find the common theme, right, and just go ham. Ham, hard as a mother trucker, right? So you just really good. That's literally, if you want to play narratives, that's what you have to do. And I know it's not so easy because unfortunately, you got to wait for that thing to go 20 to 30x first. And the why this is important is now there are too many sectors, friends. There are too many now. When there was like 100 coins and a couple of stuff, it's okay. Now you're like 18 to 20 sectors. Come on, man. Like, how are we meant to get an edge here? You're telling me you're going to go buy like the top 6 coins from 15 sectors. You're going to go buy 80 coins, right? Which I've had over hundreds of altcoins before, but really you're going to go do that? Think about it, man. The average person, you want to put $100 in after the fees. How can you manage all that? You can't. So it's not worth it. It's not worth it to manage that. It's worth it to do your research in some strong network effect coins that you think is going to keep growing, and leave that. Remember, look what number one is. Number one is sit on the sidelines and do nothing. Hold your long-term convicted coins. So by default, right, your long-term convicted coins, right, this is L for long-term, right? You're just going to be holding that, hoping it just like, over the next few years it goes up. And the short-term stuff, right, you're not going to be in it, and then there's going to be little bursts. Maybe you trim off 5% of your long-term stack, and you just try to play the momentum, and then you got to trade it, right? And the backdrop fundamental condition for these is Bitcoin breaking its all-time high. Okay, so this is green monthly candles. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Now we're starting. Now you can start this, right? Now you can actually start the party. And yeah, look, it's Bitcoin above 20K, right? So look at this. We can get a lot of fake outs, man. Like, it's not like it's always easy, Here, 1, 2, 3, and then you stop. Green, red, green, green, green. Stop. You see, it's not so easy, but that's why we got to take the chance. Maybe you get 3 green candles. Maybe one day in the future, right? End of 2024, you get 1, 2, 3, and then you got to do this. It goes for such a short amount of time, friends. This time is so short. But I know it's worth it because it's so much money that comes in. But this is not going to actually make it for you. This is when the weekend tourists come. I've just given you the formula how to play this arena. But that is not the real crypto gains. The real crypto gains is, you guessed it, you're buying right here. Okay? You're buying right here, and then you are dealing with the pain. You're dealing with, oh no, there's so much fear, interest rate hikes, oh, depression, recession. Come back up, right? Look at this amazing part, right? So this is obviously Bitcoin, man. Like, obviously, yeah, Bitcoin, you're up 267% by the time the party starts. Imagine your other altcoins, man. Your altcoins will be double that. Your altcoins will be up 6x when the party starts, right? So if you have, like, let's say you got 20 grand, you're up to 120 grand when the party actually starts. Whereas everyone else is going to be playing around and not know what they're doing, and they're going to come and pay attention at this point. So their 20K, they're going to throw it in, hoping to make a 10x, when really they're only going to make like a 2 or 3x on average if they take profit. How amazing is that going to be if your 20K is now 120K, and then you don't have to do anything, you just ride it along with them. You don't have to really play too much, right? So this is the important part of the formula, right? The important part is the backdrop. It's the, I'm holding something because I can sleep at night. I don't know what it's going to do, but I know we're going to get up. And that narrative part is such a short-term play that really you can't go all in on that anyway. But that's the narrative, man. That's the formula. You got to wait for something to go 100x first, 20 to 30x, and then find the commonalities between them. And what's happening right now? We ain't seeing 20 to 30, 40x's everywhere, right? We're just seeing people with hope. Until next time, friends.